Hey folks, Mad Rabbit here, back in Dwarf Fortress Reignearth, continuing with my mega project. Watch the previous episodes. I'm doing sort of updates as I go along, and it's been a while since the last update on this. I wanted to come back and just give you at least a short update today. Hopefully, every time I say short, it never is, but we'll see. We'll try. What I said last time is I wanted to expand our obsidian farm, and I showed you some of this last time. I dug out some more around the area. I could only go so far. I don't want to mess with any of the stuff that has to do with adamantine. Although I do know how to process it and everything, and I'm just sort of reluctant to accidentally pierce into any of that stuff. So I have a little goal in mind here, obviously. So this will be where the water goes. I'm still digging out some of the tiles for the where the water will go. The only problem is right here. As you go down, there's like a little inlet. I may actually chop that out and run some water over it just so it has some obsidian underneath it and push that back a little bit. But I have to get all this stuff out of here. And it's sort of my problem right now. I have so much stuff I didn't do on the outside, and really very little has changed on the outside. I've really basically haven't done much since last episode other than this. Because I was in because of the siege, so really very little game time has gone by. So I have tons of stuff outside. It still has to get picked up. They picked up most of the stuff that was inside. As you see here, I'm not even covering it. We got like 4 forgotten beasts in the caverns, I think. So when I went up here, there were some ramps here. I was racing against the clock to make sure I got rid of these ramps before they made a beeline down into my base, which I would not be able to defend against four of them. No way. There's tons of them, so they're all over the place in here. But thankfully, I got that done in time. And the one forgotten piece that was in here, I kind of walled these things off here. But I did manage to kill him with my that one bowman squad, archer dwarf squad. I did see one kind of wandering around in here. Even though I want this gold pretty bad, I'm not gonna dig in. Tempted to though. But yeah, it's really about as far as the updates go. Not much. I gotta change around some of the dumps so that I can remove the stone that's in the way from here and in there, so that everything will work properly. Still processing a lot of the gold. I did make a new ore stockpile here. I need to get some of these stones out of here though, obviously. So I need to make a new dump zone down here. And I had to do some work on my water system. As you can see, the water system that goes down there. I go up here. Some of these areas had trees growing in them because of the winter time, and I didn't keep it filled up. So what I do is I make downward stairs as long as there's nothing below it. So that's sort of what I had to do. So I had to make a service entrance up here a little bit further. I had to do that in here. I think there were some other spots I couldn't do it in, or I had to make some adjustments. I'll just show you those real quickly. So that'll keep trees from growing. Just make sure when you do that sort of thing, if you're ever doing something like that, to keep the things kind of open. So now if I want to, I don't really need to have that filled with water all the time if it freezes up in the winter. Yeah, and here, yeah, I have a service entrance here, a bridge. Although now that I got this all up and running, I may just wall it off. I might not really worry about that too much. As we go to the main base, yes, you see it there. And that is about it, really. I'm going to expand on the graveyard soon. If we're still trapped in here, I don't have much work for my miners to do inside. I was just digging out a whole huge area, but I think this is actually going to end up creating too much work for my people moving. They'll end up wanting to move these ores down there when I want the other ores moved. That's further below, so it's just going to end up creating too much work, but I don't know much else I can do about that now. So I'm keeping too far ahead of the obsidian production, so I'm always out of obsidian. But we do have quite a bit of obsidian blocks, so. And I'm also noticing on all my dwarfs that we need to make clothing for them because all their clothing is like tattered rags. So next time I do trade with the traders, I'm gonna get like probably all their cloth, and hopefully that'll help. I know I can probably process. I think I probably grew a lot of rope reed and stuff like that. I can make clothes out of. I haven't experimented much with that before. We're at around 180 dwarves still, I think. 179. We had one guy die recently outside. Lots of food and drink, no problems there. Oh yeah, this is where the water went down, and right if you go above it, that's sort of what I did. I had to wall off this area here. Originally I was going to have a stairway going up to this, or a hallway, but I said nah, this is more important, so I walled that off. So this is the area. I won't be going any further upwards on this particular level. And that's really about it. I want to get like a statue in each person's room since I have a lot of idle people. And this didn't work out quite so well. I wanted this food stockpiles here, but I think once I get some of these stuff moved around, I'm going to actually create a dump zone for the food and the drinks, like right close by. And I haven't actually assigned the tables yet, but this is for the future queen if she ever does come. And those are all of our artifacts. I think I mentioned those last time. Wrecked a whole big pile of stuff in our dump area recently. We're getting a lot of frame rate issues when we had an invasion. We're locked down right now mainly because another ambush hit us almost exactly after, almost as soon as the siege lifted. So, and it locked in our chickens because I don't know why it was. Remember last episode I showed you so that there was a couple of dead in here. I don't know why that is. So what I might do is I might set up a second chicken area. Maybe they're just growing old age. It's been several in-game years. It's been about 10 in-game years. So maybe I'll set up a new chicken area here and slaughter these. I'll move all the chicks once they hatch over here, and I don't know. Maybe I'll just sort of alternate around like that. But not much else happening. These on the surface, nothing, almost nothing. My guy's smoothing in here. I did make. Actually, I'm in the middle of making an archery range. I actually have to get back to this, but I want to move some of that stone out of the way too. Because our guys are still not arming themselves with bolts. That's upsetting to me. Because when they fought that forgotten beast below, they didn't actually beat him with arrows. I think two guys had arrows, or bolts, I should say, and the other ones was basically just bashed it to death with their crossbows. So yeah, so I am starting to work on statues for maybe having one statue in each person's room, mainly because their moods are only kind of mediocre, maybe a little bit above normal, mainly because of the clothing issue, I think. And the miasma, which for some reason I got miasma here now. I don't know how that happened. Well, I'm going to have to check what that is. They're still trying to move this stuff to and separate all that. Those dogs still won't leave this area. I don't know quite how to get rid of them. And I had a bunch of barrels and bins made. Had them on repeat for quite a while. So I stopped. I could keep doing that. Maybe I will. And this area is finally done. I didn't notice that before. So let me chop the trees down in here. Yeah, and we're gonna make our new our stockpile in there again. Our refuse stockpile. Whoops. Let's go up one more. On the surface, really nothing has happened. I reinstituted these things to be built, but not much happened because the ambush hit so quickly. One guy did get killed, and his sacrifice was somewhere in this area. Yeah, there he is, right here. The ambush came in. So I think they're still milling around out here. Even if they are, I don't think I'm going to have my guys come up until I get all the work below done. Let me just check real quickly, see if they are. Yeah, they're still here. Looks like there's one or two fewer of them. Huh. So maybe one or two may have ran into the buzzsaws, I don't know. But they're not there now. And I guess that's it. They've been moving a lot of the blocks we're going to need up to here and the one below. So things will hopefully get done there. But our miners all got out, and when we opened up for a few seconds, and they didn't put a dent in any of this, obviously, because they got ambushed right after the siege. So I don't know. I'm really seriously considering building a wall with crapstone, crappy crapstone, like around the whole area to maybe protect us and force any ambushers or siegers down here. But that would be a lot of work to do, and I do want to make an external wall eventually around the road, but I don't think it's really it's just I don't think it's really possible to do right now. Just be too much work to do. Lots of trees gotta get cut down. I've been paying too much attention to the outside trees, and I guess really that's about it. So we're locked in. So all this stuff has not been picked up. All the stuff that was in this area here has pretty much been picked up since we've been in so long. So we're pretty good there. So I'm going to end this one, guys. I do sorry for the lack of updates. I am sorry, I have to say. And so I hope to put some more time into this. See, this one here, I wanted to get some of my other stuff done because I am retiring from YouTube. That was in my recent channel updated video from, well, not too recent now, about 3 weeks ago, March 4th. So you might want to check that out if you didn't know about that happening. And this series will be completed, and I did promise I was going to complete the Dwarf Fortress series in that episode, or in that channel update. And I'm going to probably continue with some of my other, one or two other shows here and there. Just finish the existing series off first, and then from there I'll be retired. We're not getting the viewership on the channel. I wish I could stay. There's part of me wants to stay, but just no point. No point with no viewership, and the amount of time I put into all this stuff is just not paying off for me. Well, I might go into this more in another update video, my feelings on all these things, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm going to end this one, guys. I will see you next time. Hopefully we'll have another update soon. I want to get a little bit further along before I have an update, so maybe a little while, so keep that in mind. The big thing is the frame rate issue right now. All this stuff out here has to get destroyed really badly. Alright, catch you next time. Adios.